Hey guys, thanks for checking this out. As we get into the slow part of the off season, I thought there might be some interest in diving deeper into some of the concepts that Mike McDaniel uses in his offense. Today we're going to look at a few zone run plays, which are a staple of the McDaniel offense, and then we'll take a look at how that has evolved into the crack toss play that Miami had a lot of success with in 2023. So the first thing we're going to look at here is a zone run play with some split zone action. What that means is that the tight end or H is going to come across the line of scrimmage and block the defensive end on the backside here. We see this used a lot in play action where they will fake the zone run, the quarterback will roll out, and we've got the tight end or H leaking out into the flats. All right, let's take a look at the end zone angle of this. So as far as blocking assignments, it can get a lot more complicated than what we're going to go into today based on how the defense reacts. But it's a pretty simple concept based on the covered or uncovered concept. So in this blocking scheme, we have the split zone action. So your tight end or H is going to come across the line of scrimmage and kick out that defensive end on the backside. Your right tackle, Austin Jackson here, because that tight end is leaving, we don't consider this guy covering him because he's kind of in the gap there. So the next guy is going to be this guy in his gap. So he's going to be considered covered. Our right guard, Robert Hunt, has a guy in his gap. He's considered covered. Connor Williams, nobody is directly over him. Nobody's in his play side gap. So he is uncovered and we'll come back to him. Isaiah Wynn at left guard, nobody directly over him, but he's got a guy in his gap. So he is considered covered. And then we've got Teron Armstead on the backside, nobody on him, nobody in his gap, so he is uncovered. So our uncovered blockers, our first uncovered lineman is going to be Connor Williams. So his assignment is going to be the first second level defender inside the box, which is going to be 41 here. And then Armstead is the next uncovered lineman. So he's going to have the second level defender inside the box, which is 49 here. So as we start the play, you'll see all these guys taking their steps to get there. The uncovered blockers, so Armstead and Williams, they're looking to help a covered blocker. In the case of Williams, that guy gets so far out of the play that there's no need, and he can work directly up to 41. We can sit a little different here with Wynn, where Armstead gives him a little help before he's going to peel off and get to 49. And we see the way that Mostert reads that, gets upfield, and gets a nice gain out of that. Our next zone run play is going to be very similar. We're going to have the split zone action again, but the addition that we have now is that we have a fullback as a lead blocker also, but we're still going to have pretty much the same blocking assignments. So your tight end or H coming across is going to have this backside end, and then we get back into our covered and uncovered concepts. So Teron Armstead on the left with the tight end leaving, he is now considered covered and will have this end. Isaiah Wynn has a player in his play side gap, covered. Connor Williams has a nose, he's covered. Robert Hunt is uncovered. And then Austin Jackson, directly over him, he is covered. So our only uncovered offensive lineman in this play is Robert Hunt. So he's going to be looking to get to the first uncovered second level defender. So he's going to come all the way across here. And then that leaves the fullback who is going to lead up, and he is looking for the second level defender. And we'll see in this play that he's going to start play side. They're both going to start play side. And then he's going to come back and pick up this second second level defender. All right, so we have our covered guys, left tackle, left guard. Now, Connor Williams was covered in this play, and Hunt was uncovered. Any uncovered player is going to be looking to combo block with a covered player. So in this case, because that linebacker is scraping over top, Hunt is actually going to take over Connor Williams' guy, and Williams is going to get to that linebacker, which pre-snap would have been Robert Hunt's guy. We can see Alex Ingold getting that, kind of a wind back block to that second defender. Williams doesn't get a great block on that linebacker, but Achane breaks the tackle and gets a few extra yards there. Looking at this one more time. So these two plays we've looked at so far, they're inside zone run plays. The crack toss works a little more similar to outside zone, but the assignments are still very much the same. The main difference between inside zone and outside zone being that inside zone, your linemen are going to be trying to get more of a vertical push on the defense, whereas an outside zone, they're looking to get more of a horizontal type push. Okay, so last play that we're going to be reviewing here today is the crack toss, which is the wrinkle that develops off of the zone run plays. So what we're going to see here is a play that looks very different from the sideline angle, but when we get to the end zone angle and we start looking at how the assignments are carried out, you'll see how this can look very similar to a defense. Okay, so end zone angle here. What we're going to see happen, Berrios is going to come in motion, and then he's going to return back. He's going to become a lead blocker out here. Let's skip Teron Armstead for now, but let's go down the rest of the line using our zone blocking principles. So Isaiah Wynn, we would not consider him head up. Nobody's in the gap, so he would be considered uncovered. Connor Williams, this is in his gap, so he is covered. We've got Robert Hunt over here. He is uncovered. We've got Austin Jackson, who would be covered. And then we've got Julian Hill over here, who is also uncovered, but he kind of becomes an extra blocker on this play. So going back to our uncovered lineman, we have Wynn. So he's going to be aiming for the first unblocked defender inside the box. That's going to be 47 here. We've got Hunt. He's going to be aiming for the second level defender in the box. That's going to be 49. We're going to see him getting up here and cutting that off. So now that we've got all that covered, looks very similar to zone in this regard, but now we're going to see where it's different. So we've got a receiver on the outside here. I think it might be Craycraft, who is going to come down and block this defender in. Instead of Teron Armstead treating this as covered as he would in a zone play and blocking this defender, we've now got a wide receiver coming in from the outside to seal him inside. And now we're going to get Teron Armstead getting around the corner here as the ball is tossed to Achane and getting upfield. So that's where our crack toss comes from. We'll run this through at full speed and then come back. So like I said, the beginning of this play looks very much like a zone run play. And the Dolphins had beat Denver up pretty well with that leading up to this. So that defensive end is now thinking that he's got to squeeze that gap. But as he's squeezing, he's getting pinned inside by a receiver. So again, we've got our covered guys here blocking their first level defenders. Like I said, Julian Hill kind of became an extra blocker along with Austin Jackson, because this guy should never make the play on this. We've got Wynn working up to the linebacker, Hunt working up to the linebacker. We see our crack block by River Craycraft right here. And now everything is getting cut off, and we've got a nice lane to get upfield. HN eludes a tackle and then gets into the end zone. So to wrap this up, I just wanted to put together something to show how Mike McDaniel has added some wrinkles to what's already existing in the offense. And I just wanted to see if there's going to be any interest in similar videos going forward. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.